good afternoon and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Ox, here on the show this afternoon as GB and the one and only Bridgeman. I believe young GB has got the team.
Afternoon all. So our starting lineup today is McGregor, Tavernier, Golson, Bassey, Barisic, Kamara, Arfield, Aribo, Hadji, Fashion Jr. and Morelos. Our substitutions for today is McLaughlin, Patterson, Lundstrom, Jack, Bacuna, Wright and Roof.
Afternoon, Bridgeman. Give us your thoughts.
When you look at the team and you see that Davis isn't there and Kent, you think, this is a big tester for our team. Going to have to come out and really play well now today and don't make any major mistakes. Because the guys that normally pull us out of the fire, shall we say, aren't there to do so. So we have to get on with our job and do the business. And by the way, can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here, on Rangers Radio, every single one is, everybody, good afternoon, and welcome to Rangers Radio, because this is it.
You're here. I am. Let's talk to a wise man. Well, sometimes he's wise before the show, and he said a 4-1-3-2. I think somebody predicted that and get severely mocked on the show, GB.
That's a shame whoever done that. It does look like that.
Who was mocking?
That's it. Name and shame.
Same back four. Arfield, Kamara sitting in front of him, Aribo, Arfield and Hadji, and then up top, Bashan and Morelos. There's also a 4-3-3 in there, but that looks more likely to me.
Mm-hmm. I think the 4-1-3-2, isn't it? You were saying?
Yes.
I think that it probably suits Hadji and Aribo and Arfield a bit better, that formation, to be fair, because I don't see Arfield and Aribo being kind of the sitting midfielders, really, to be honest. I see them more driving forward for us. Hadji's still playing kind of out in the right, and then your Fashion Jr. and Morelos. The Fashion Jr. Morelos one, that did work against Motherwell. But Morelos, to be fair, for me, Ox, I don't think he deserves his start today. Disappointed in that one.
Based on what, mate?
Just basically his performance. I know he's been coming deep again and stuff like that. But
what about his 2 goals against, arguably the 2 most important goals of the season against the Prague team?
But it's still, for me, mate, I think Roof's our number one, and with Fashion.
Based on touching the ball twice against Hibs in 30 minutes?
Just based on work rate and mere...
well, man, I'm not going to go here. Are you telling me, and I love you to bits, are you telling me that Roof works harder than Alfredo Morelos?
For me, up front, I think it shows more.
All right, okay, we'll leave that one. We'll talk about that during the week. Right, I'm going to phone your mom when this show's finished. Have a look. Right, Bridgeman, give us your thoughts. Maybe Kent, Davis playing a lot of football, Kent coming back for a long-term injury. There's a bit of common sense in it, maybe.
100%. 100% resting the 2 major players for us. And let's see how the rest of the boys go on with it. The Morelos thing, Morelos at the moment is, how can you say this? You don't know what he is. You don't know everybody's friend. People love him. People can't stand him because he's no doing what they think they should be doing, that kind of thing, But you're right, there's a fantastic swathe of people now think Morelos should be in the team every week. And I'm one of them. The 2 goals against the Germans, just fantastic. The Germans, no, it didn't matter.
The Czechs.
Sorry, apologies.
Yeah.
So that was fantastic. 2 good goals, and you should never take that away from him. Scoring goals at the highest level in the game. Now what we need to do is, with the players that we've got, find them. Don't put the ball into wasted places. He's not there, and then expect him to go and get it. It's not going to happen. Go and absolutely find them. Give them a chance. Take it home.
Ox, I'm going to try and just fight my corner just a wee bit.
Right, go ahead. On you go. Right, have you got all the stats in front of you? Because that helps.
No stats, but I'm going on what our manager asked their strikers, and he says, I want my strikers in the box to do the damage, right? Mm-hmm. And going by, if that's just your basis, what you want your strikers to do, I think Roof is a better striker in the box. That's purely my basis on why Roof should be in front of him.
I'm going to take my hat off to you and say that Roof is a more natural finisher than Alfredo Morelos. I'll give you that. Right, I'm going to ask our centre-half expert one question, and it's he'll answer by the name centre-half, Mr. Centre-half.
Yeah.
If you were playing, who would you rather play against, Alfredo Morelos or Kemar Roof?
Kemar Roof any day.
All day long. All day long.
Is that the physical side that you think?
No more.
No.
That's it, done. Yeah. Take your medicine. You've been shot down in friends. Sit in the corner in the studio. The bridge is spoken. Yeah? Right, okay. Okay, so, right, where's the creativity coming for the day? GB.
Aribo again. Arfield. I think Arfield's came in a wee bit of form for us. Going on what I was saying about I know we're not going back to it, but the Morelos, but Hadji as well, he's having to pull his socks up.
Seems to make coffee or tea as well.
That's what I'm saying about the Hadji. I think he needs to be up for it today. I don't think this is going to be a straightforward game for us today, Ox. Just purely because.
I think it should be, mate. I think this is a game that we should go and hopefully. I know I think GFK was hoping for 5. I get that if you get goals at the right time, but this is a day that we should be able to play with the shackles off and get and win quite comfortably. No, you can win comfortably winning 2-0, GB, you know?
Yeah, it was just purely, I remember the last time that we were on and we thought we were going to go up to Dundee and totally trounce them.
That was my worst performance of the season.
Mm-hmm. And that's where I just think it's down to a professional performance.
I think Kemar Roof played that day.
You might be right.
Yeah. It was the hero on Thursday night, mate, and he's coming back for an injury, so I don't think he's going to start till he gets more game time. You know, notice that Jack's on the bench. He did intimate that in his press conference yesterday. Ryan Jack, good to see him coming back. A lot of people were a bit concerned at Livingston, and Hibs, maybe the manager done the right thing. Hopefully get some minutes today, mate. Yeah,
it was good to see him back in amongst the team. Again, there is always a worry when you don't see him. Another one on that list there for me is Bakuna. I think the boy was coming on a bit of form there just before Steven Gerrard left. So it's good to see him back in the squad. I think he does give us something going forward. But the mainstay for me is that you're talking about who's got to give his creativity. It's good to see there's creativity on the bench as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, the manager's done something that I wouldn't have done. If he's playing that system that we think Abid had Scott right, he seems to like Hadji, and hopefully he can have a good game, because if he makes the passes, if he does things that influence the game, Yanis Hadji, we will score goals.
Yeah, the Hadji on form is like a starter for us, but the performance on Wednesday. Isn't he isn't a starter. I mean, it's just sometimes he just totally falls out the game, and I felt he done that the other night there. Whereas today you would expect him against Dundee to be able to find the pockets against a team like that. But we'll wait and see.
You're saying that, I think there's only 2 points between Dundee and Hibs now.
Is there? Aye. Well, you're right, because they've had two wins the last 2 games, so they're coming into this game in form, aren't they?
Aye. You know, so we if you're going with just the league table, you know.
Mm-hmm. Aye, so again, can't take the game lightly today, Ox. It's wet and windy up here. It's got to have to be a professional performance. But don't get me wrong, looking at the team, I'm no upset about the team. I think what it says is a strong enough team to go out there and win the game comfortably.
No, you're entitled to your views, mate. I just think Alfredo Morelos is still our best centre forward. I'm not saying he's our best finisher. I think Roof and Fashion look as if they might be ahead of him in that stakes. Different kinds of players. Roof is a real sniffer. Fashion seems to be really instinctive with that pace of his, and he's got something that I didn't think he had when the two headers he scored, two completely different headers, GB.
He has got a bit about his game which is going to help us, because we need all our strikers to be a bit different. We can't have them all being the same, because then it just goes stale. And like I says, Fashion seems to, as it's the goals he's scored already for us, seems to find these wee pockets of spaces to get these headers away. And by the way, what a leap for his last goal. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Michael Jordan, eat your heart out.
Aye. I get where you're coming from there, you know. Aye, Bridgman, you know, you've talked about Morelos and Roof there. Sakala with that pace and that movement, centre-halves don't like that neither, do they?
No, I do not. No, I think the Sakala, I reckon you're not going to see the best of Sakala until after Christmas. He's a superb wee player, very fast. He just needs to get the Wurzel Gummy's good head on, you know, because that's all it needs. So a lot of the mistakes he makes, it's on his head. And for some reason or other, the coaching he's getting now, I believe, is starting to come around for him. So, that was a wonderful goal he scored with the head the other night. Absolutely wonderful. You can't beat that. You just can't beat that. It's great stuff. And he really is good on the ground with the ball. You know, but like some other players, you tend to hold the ball just too long. You know, so you've got to play the game with your head while you're running with the ball type thing, you know. Get that one or two moves ahead. Like you used to play Oxford, you know. They're always one or two moves ahead.
Well, need to be good to hold the ball, mate. Brave players hold the ball, Bridge, not just kick it wider facing, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Oh dear. Right. You've started. You've ripped the atmosphere out of this show, GB. You've got us on each other's necks. I'm fun out with Bridge. I'm fun out with you. Yeah.
It's an observations, Ox. And another observation I was looking at there is, are you very surprised that there's only one defender on our bench?
One defender.
Patterson.
Well, I think he'll be thinking Patterson can cover. He can play. He has played at centre back, or be with the youth team. He can cover both full back positions. Yeah, so there you've got cover. I don't know what with Davy Jack. Yeah, I would get it. I would imagine if something happened, it would be a wee bit short. But back in the day, mate, we never used to look at substitutes as much. You'd only two, Bridge, didn't you?
Yeah. The thing is, you can make it with a substitute situation. You can actually have a different team formation wise in the second half. Right? You know, you can bring in 4 or 5. That's half a team.
Well, it's 3 now, back to 3 now.
I know, but it just means when you see the sheer volume. So that's a third of a team you can change in a half time. Just magic. Could change a whole game.
Aye, I get your point, mate. It's a valid point. And Jack Simpson there, obviously Balogun's not made it. You know, obviously I think you could move somebody around and put, if something happened with Bassey's versatile as well. So we've got a bit of cover built into the team. You know, I would imagine that Glenn Kamara, he could play anywhere, couldn't he, Bridger?
Well, I would think so. I think he's one of the most complete footballers you'll see in with a jersey on. He's absolutely superb. He scored a lovely goal there, not last game, but a couple of games ago. Lovely goal. And that's what you're looking for from a person like him. Holds the ball well, finds his man well, very rarely poor passes. Some stretching for passes, but very rarely.
When did Glenn Kamara score?
It was a couple of weeks ago. He scored a great goal a couple of weeks ago.
Can't remember. I'm just asking.
Unless I'm dreaming.
His mother went it.
Aye, I think it was.
Motherwell got a hat trick.
Kamara buried one for outside the box.
Aye, he did.
You're not paying attention.
To a deflection. Big mark as a wrong goal. Right, but he should shoot more often, I'll tell you.
I agree 100%.
I'll tell you what, if you two keep getting cheeky, I'm going to shoot the two of yous, right?
Look at that.
We're going to have some callers in. Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Aye, looks as if the personnel are the same. I think if but the previous regime had been there, it's a 4-3-3 all day long. Yeah. Now we're saying, right, how's this team setting up? That's got to be a good thing, Bridger, in GB. GB.
Aye, I like how we're being more consistent with the team. Not too many changes. Sticking with what's working and stuff like that. That's what I'm enjoying at the team. I'm probably contradicting myself with my first point of the day, but
no, you got us talking. Mate.
It is good to see a kind of settled team there. Bassey again in at our centre half, doing a fantastic job for us in there now. And long may that continue, because the boy's enthusiastic, and in his press conference he said about how his pace going forward helps him and stuff like that, which it does. I've noticed that in the games recently. When moving forward, that he's able to look up and see the pass and stuff like that. So really happy that he's back in the team again. And what I say is that the team will start getting an understanding of what Gio was actually wanting for them. The two up front could be with Fashion and Junior. We've been saying that maybe for a while, but we knew that the Roof and Morelos didn't work for a long time there. So maybe Fashion work.
I'm talking about people who always work. We'll be joined by Big Al. How we doing, big man?
Aye, excellent, boys. Looking for a wee goal fest tonight. What was the controversial point that GB made at the beginning of the show? I hear there's mutterings on Twitter and all that.
He said it was Bridges round.
I see Joe Biden just came out and made a comment about that as well. Boris Johnson, one of the world leaders.
It was he would have had Roof in the team, wouldn't you, Bridge? GB.
Is that what it was?
Aye.
Because I went and checked the team, and I'm saying, have I got the right team up here? Look, I think maybe Fascist deserves his chance, like he deserves.
He was taking Morelos out. GB was taking Morelos out.
Oh, was he? Oh, that is controversial. Oh, there's that Angela Merkel. She's on Twitter now, Facebook. That's right. She's on GB's side.
But she's on the way out.
She's on the way out. We're on the way out. Look, I think we've got options. You know what I mean? We've got options up front. Maybe the controversial thing, and just listening to the show on that during the week at certain points, is maybe Hadji still on the team for some guys. You know what I mean?
I'm taking the fifth.
I was kind of alluding to you there, but maybe that could be a controversial that he's still in. I mean, he didn't do too well during the week there. You know what I mean? So that could. But it's options. We've got options. I quite like Hadji. I don't think he played well the other night there. I think if we keep playing the way we've been playing, and the players are playing in the positions, Morelos and your Aribo's further up the park, no drop them over. I don't want to see Morelos come anywhere near the halfway line today. We're at home, we're against Dundee.
Apart from the centre, when the other team take it 5 times.
Aye, something like that would do me fine, aye. That would do me fine,
aye. I get your point. I think we want to see Morelos involved in goal chances, GB, but we've got to get the bottom for that to happen.
Aye. To be fair to Morelos, like I says, it's the service. He's not been getting the service. In the part of the game, he did get the service, and look what happened. He scored 2 goals. So, to be fair to him on that side, but the last couple of league games, I've been noticing he's been dropping back. And like Big Al says, if he's starting for us, I don't want to see him anywhere near that midfield. I want to see him up. I want to see him poaching for goals, muscling in, using his physical side of it again against Dundee, because when we played them away, they gave us a game, and we should be going here the day against Dundee and giving them a right good game. Like Big Al says, it should be an absolute doing the day for them.
Should be. Should be. I get into trouble for saying if we play, we win. If we play well today, Big Al would take a lot of goals off this team. Big Al then, Bridge.
Aye, and I wouldn't get you into trouble. I like that saying, if we play we win. You've coined that phrase, so no, we play we win, certainly, and we should be winning really confident. Where I'm not even know where Dundee are in the league, at the bottom, aye.
No, they're about fourth bottom now. They've won 2 games in a row, and they're only 2 points behind Hibs.
Oh, there you go then. But Hibs are no great shakes. So Dundee are no great shakes. We're at home. The 50,000 Bears, a new manager's first league game at home. We get torn about them. Right, torn about. But don't get me wrong, I'll take a bridge man at the end of the day because I want the 3 points. That's critical. That's always critical. But a better performance today would be really, really good.
Yeah. Bridge man.
Yeah, I agree. I'll there when he says that. We need a performance, but we really do need to win the game. We would love to have a performance. I should have said that. Absolutely love to play well, score a lot of goals, do the business. But for me, I'll take a 1-0. I just want to win the games now. I just want to win the games, in particular Ibrox. But the crowd, the terrible weather up here, so the crowd deserve to be cheered up. So hopefully they're going to go out and do things.
How's your weather, Big Al?
It's tropical rainstorm at the moment. It's about 30 degrees, man, at Buckington.
All right, 30 degrees. There you go.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm sitting in, but it has been a wee bit overcast and a bit rainy, but still it's clammy, like, you know what I mean. How are you getting it colder there?
I think you had GB's getting it tight.
Nah.
Hey, lucky man, isn't he? He's a lucky man. As you got two kids now, man. I'll get less tighter and less tighter.
Aye, that's it, I know.
Aye, trust me. 4, man. Oh, jeez. Congratulations. I don't know if I congratulate you, but congratulations, mate.
Cheers, Al. Cheers, man. I know the weather now up here is it's wind and where I'm in Hamilton now it's heavy rain, so that's just hats off. Do you know Hill House? The Bears. Yes, I do. Yep.
Big story breaking the day, Al. Big story breaking the day. New pies at Ibrox.
Oh, lovely. Bring back the lasagna pies and all that.
You know, so hopefully the quality of the catering's starting to go in the right direction, but it's been something I've complained about. New pies at Ibrox, big story bring.
Where's Bridgeman then? Is he on holiday?
He's a busy man.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
He's a busy man, mate.
I've just been speaking to you, Al.
I know, but I just the way you said that there, I was. I've
been very busy.
Saying it. Aye. Oh, that's good. I know he's down in his castle in the English countryside.
You've got to hand sign all your Christmas cards. It takes a while when you've got as many fans as Bridget.
He's just been recording his Christmas address for the BBC.
Very good.
I was here last night. You were in the Battle of Balaclava. Bridge, is that correct?
Balaclava. Oh, goodness.
That's no. If you listen to that correct, you will see it. What was actually said that Bridge had a few battles with a balaclava on. Yeah.
Oh,
both I saw that shot. I was in balaclava and I was wearing one. Absolutely.
You're not the Mr. Big for the XYY gang, are you?
No. I could possibly fit into that, but my big fat
mate,
body.
You look like an arm robber, right enough. You're broad shoulder. You look like a bit of a ticket.
That's how he was a defender, Al. Big broad shoulders.
Aye.
Defending.
All right.
Defending.
That's right.
I've been all 3 of them. A number of times.
Oh dear. Just as well we can laugh. Right, we're not expecting a reasonable performance today. I get Bridges' point, it's all about the victory, and that's what the league's all about. GB then, Big Al.
The victory today this again puts pressure back on a certain group across the city. So again, go out, professional performance, a convincing win, and hopefully if we get enough goals early enough, it'll allow some of the substitutions to get on and get some game time and let them show their talents and all.
Aye, good point. Let's hear the team again, GB, for people just joining us.
So the starting 11 is McGregor, Tavernier, Golson, Bassey, Barisic, Kamara, Arfield, Aribo, Hadji, Fashion Jr., Morelos, and the substitutions is McLaughlin, Patterson, Lundstrom, Jack, Bacuna, Wright, and Roof.
There you go. No Stephen Davis and no Ryan Kent. We have Fashion Jr. coming in. And who's the other change? Who else is playing? And Scotty Arfield starts. That's the two changes for Wednesday night. So a positive change, Big Al. Positive changes.
Yeah, is I take it Stephen Davis is getting a wee rest, and is Kent injured? Or I mean, he didn't show up well on the other night there as well. Like,
oh, didn't he? He didn't. I just he's been coming back for a big hamstring injury, mate.
Could you read anything into that? Could you read anything into that in regards to? I mean, previously the previous manager Kent was a fan. It was a favourite of him, but now we seem to be having on the Hadji thing. Because I mean, the two of them could have been dropped for this game on their form for the other night there. But he seemed to have took Kent at the firing line, but he's persisted with Hadji. Like, so does that tell you a thing about a style of play that he's maybe want to try and introduce?
I think the fact that Kent's not even on the bench intimates that there's something wrong.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that's what I would think. I might be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I'll phone to you in the morning and find out what everybody knows.
I think Ryan Kent's he's going to be influential for us, as you say. If he's only 70%, he's going to be fit. I like Ryan Kent, but he has to be flying. He has to be flying.
He didn't do a lot, and I thought he didn't have a great game, but he's still with the most influence. He's influencing minute in the game. Bridgman?
I think, my personal opinion, I think Kent is, I would say, he's our second best player behind Morelos when they're on form. But there's no doubt about the excitement the boy brings to the game, and I just don't want to see him leaving us at all. In any way, shape or form, he's got to play, and when he plays, boy, we can actually rock some places. I'll tell you, we can rock places. And we'll need him fit as a fiddle for the big nerdy game. That's what we'll need. And every game up to then, win it. No matter how you do it, win it. Go out there and do what they do to us. Go there and put them off the park if you have to. Just go and do it.
Can I ask Bridge a question?
A minute, I'll cut across you, mate. We'll be joined by Jim for Paisley. How are we doing, Jim?
All right. So you're a Buffery, is it me or is it you?
It's you.
Is it me?
Is that Buffery or Buffery?
He's doing actually some kind of stuffery story. Yeah, by the way, I was going to say something. I've only got one rank for my team selection.
Oh, doesn't matter.
Congratulations.
Well done. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I had Kent instead of Mrs. Hadji. That's all the difference.
I'll ask you a question. Did you get your team selection correct?
I can't hear. Listen, I can hardly make you. Maybe it's me. I don't know.
It's you. It's definitely you. Everybody else can hear us, yeah?
Is it right? Okay. Right. Well, can you hear me all right?
Unfortunately, aye.
How many did you get wrong in the team selection?
No, I'd Kent instead of Hadji, Bridgman. That was the only one I'd rang.
Well, you rang.
That's two, innit? That's two. You'd one in that shouldn't be there, and you'd one in that was there. It's got to go.
Aye.
What I'm saying is, Big Al, you're either right or you're wrong. Yeah, it's either, if it's hard boiled, soft boiled, or still an egg.
You're either wrong. Second is no good. Second is nothing. Hey Jim, I was on last night and I was wanting to ask you a question. See okay. your soirees you have, your house parties and all that. Do you do the prawn cocktails with the dressing of 1,000 islands?
Absolutely,
mate. Oh, I'm getting your number when I'm back next year. I'm coming for one of these ones.
You go to
Sunday afternoon or something.
When you go to gyms, mate, it's nothing but the finest stuff for Iceland, mate. The buffet's superb.
I know that.
Oh my God!
Do you do the Canadian steak witches?
Yeah, no, I'm getting here. I'm opening the kitchen Monday, see if I can get a better reception. Is it right?
But the Wi-Fi's in the living room.
Right, wait a minute, I need to cut across you. We've been joined by Billy. How are we doing, Billy? Come on, speak. No? You there, Billy? Go on then. No.
I think Jimmy Paisley stole his reception.
I don't know, shut the kitchen window, right? See what help.
He's on the kitchen window. Everybody down the street starting to waft his window, man. The smell of sausage rolls not coming out it. Pigs and blankets.
Jim, did you get that order for the chicken satty six?
Absolutely, yeah. You're added a GFK today, 5-0.
Right, well done, mate. I'm proud of you. How's it going to go for you, GB? What's the score going to be?
I'll go 3-0 today.
3-0. Bridgeman's went for a Bridgeman out. What are you going for?
That's it.
Yeah, I'm on to see Morelos get a 2 or 3 today. I just want to get him on track. Sakala, I'd love to see him, and Aribo with an arse screamer.
Aye, good.
Yes, there, Ox. I was going to talk my bet there, right? No, the 5-0, right? I'm back to that, right? So it's 81. A Bridgeman 1-0 is also 81. That's all about.
Well, you're more likely to get 1 than you're 5, mate, yeah?
5, aye. Because I'm good after, eh? Aye.
No. You know, and you always start, if you'd have went for 5-1, the odds would have been different, mate, yeah?
Aye, absolutely, aye. You can't get. I'm happy. I think I'm going for the 5 anyway. I think this is the time. This is the day. You know,
right.
I think we're going to give somebody a hammer.
Talking about somebody who always goes for minimum 5 sometimes. We'll be joined by Andy for Leeds. How we doing, Andrew?
Afternoon, Andy.
Afternoon, Suits. I've been listening to you right enough. That bloody Alec kept me up to 4 o'clock this morning. I had to get drop the weighing off there right enough. I'm sure I was over the limit right enough, but I've got back safely anyway. So, the 5-1 you're only getting. Wait a minute. I'll just stick it on there.
Is Alec your son-in-law?
My son-in-law? No, he's just he's just
Michael Stewart.
Oh, Michael Stewart. Aye. You're only getting 22 for 5-1. That's all you're getting.
Aye. How you doing, mate? What are you thinking of the team?
Well, I got it right up to the forward line. I would have had Kent and Wright with Sasson in the middle right enough. But
did you get it right? Did you get it right or wrong?
Yeah, well, I get it wrong right enough. Right, I mean, that's good for me.
You're wrong, GB. When you're wrong, you're
wrong.
I
get it. Aye. Yeah, they bother with that. But that's good for me. I actually got up to the forward line there.
Yin and yang.
Got it wrong then, Oxford.
Yes, yeah, when you're wrong, you're wrong. I had right in my team as well.
I'm on to back Gary up anyway because I'm with him. I wouldn't have played Morales neither. So you can have a go at me as well if you want.
I think you.
That's just. By the way, I've just got a text there. There you go. What's that GB on about Morelos no playing? Yeah.
Who's name and shame, Ox? Name and shame.
No saying. But listen, obviously that's just strengthening my argument if you don't think Morelos should be playing, Andy, because we all know what you know about football.
Well, that's all right, but I'm going to stick with it. I just don't think he's doing enough at the minute, right? And I'm not sure that they two can play together. Let's put it that way.
All right, when we scored 6 at Motherwell, they done all right. And
did he score any?
Morelos didn't, no, but they scored 2 goals just a week ago, didn't he?
Aye, in Europe, aye. But I'm wanting to score in the Premier League and make sure that we're securing these points of ease and not struggling, you know. But I mean, look, it's each their own. He is a good striker, I'm not saying that, but at this moment in time, take the European goals out, he couldn't have accused after a banjo, could he?
He's nowhere most natural finisher, as I said, but that argument was put to bed. GB accepted he's wrong when Bridgeman spoke. Big Al.
Well, you know, Andy, man, but football, like Ryan Jack's got to sign for Liverpool after Christmas, so That's all I'll say on that.
I never said after Christmas. I never said that at all. So
you said after Christmas 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Look, Andy's got a point. Like, I just feel that Morelos he's kind of the spearhead, isn't he? He's the point in the spear, so I think he's got to play. But he does have to pull his socks up. There's no doubt about that. So I can understand where Andy's coming from. Like, but I just look back at the European game, and when he played that bit higher, and when they made that mistake, he was there and he put the ball in the back of the net. You know what I mean? So I think if he's in the box, he's got more chance of scoring if he's in the box. If he's on the halfway line in our half, he's no chance of scoring. It's as simple as that. So the closer he plays to their goal, the more chances he's got to. But I do understand and I sympathise with Andy in regards to it. Like,
has he been playing as well as he's played in his Rangers career? I don't think he has been, Bridgeman. Do you? But he's still arguably my best centre forward. Oh, Bridges away. Right, Jim?
Listen, Oaks, I'm going to cut out because I can hardly make out what you're saying. I don't swing with this.
All right, the phone back in. See you later, mate. Right, well, it's all about opinions, Andy. Obviously, yours is never right on here, but
keep coming back for me, though, don't I? Look, listen, I hope I come back on after the show. We've won well. We scored a couple of goals. You know what I mean? But I just, there's something not right about him. I always just said he's right what he's saying there as well. You want him up and around the box, and in the box, that's where he's going to do his damage. All this tippy-tappy coming away from the box and all that. A lot of times he gives the ball away as well. You know,
he didn't have a good game. He didn't have a good game, particularly in the second half on Wednesday night. I would never argue that he didn't have a good game at all. He couldn't keep the ball, and he gave it away when he should have kept it. You know.
Mm-hmm. You know, well, we just go out there and play well and get the troops a performance. That's what we're asking for, and that, you know, we could get a good result with a good display. You know, in turn, hopefully that sets us up for next Sunday, because the European game, I'm not that. I can't say I'm not worried about that. That might be a time to put some of the players that he's not played to have a look at. You know,
free hit, mate. Free hit. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We're in there, so there's no danger on that. So you could use some of the players that he's not looked at yet and see him in the match situation, albeit against Leon, which is, you know, a tough mob, isn't it, right enough? But I think that would be a good idea. But it's all about today, and we can come out and put in a nice performance, and, you know, with 2 or 3 goals on the back of it, that gives us confidence going forward, doesn't it?
Look, it's all about going on a run, particularly in the league, mate. These are big games. If we can keep going on a run, every 3 points is important. GB.
Well, the way it is in New York, we want to keep that wee cushion of 4 points, don't we? We want to keep that. If we keep that wee cushion there, that just keeps piling on pressure, and somebody's going to have to break at some point. So if we keep winning our games, then it's over to somebody else to keep winning their games.
Aye, pressure does strange things. Big Al, people start throwing sharks and all that about, you know.
Aye. Pressure, under pressure. But pressure's a good thing for a team as well. It's good to work under pressure. It brings out the character and the man in you. So I don't mind a bit of pressure, because it'll tell you who's under more pressure. I don't think we're under a good pressure because we're in front. Other teams that are below us, they're under a bad pressure, if you like, and it is more difficult to handle that. So we're in the right point. We're at the front. We're leading the pack, and I think we'll stay there. And I think we can handle the pressure. I think the managers seems quite a calm, cool. I like to see us when we are under a wee bit of pressure, and what the managers' interviews will be like. I think I'm not saying he's a deadpan manager, but he does strike me as somebody, even when he was a player, when you used to see him get interviewed, no devoid of emotion, but he's calm. I think sometimes the previous manager could get a wee bit emotional. I think the manager exudes pressure. I think the Dutch are naturally quite cool characters as well, you know what I mean? So I think we're in the best position that we can be in at the moment. We can obviously do better. And I think 56 is in the bag. I think Big Jimmy said it last night. I think 56 is in the bag. I think we've made the right move here. Inadvertently, maybe we didn't want it. But I think something's came along.
We've been joined by a caller. I think he's got a message for a couple of people. How we doing, caller?
Alfredo. Right, who's been buzzing the glue? Come on.
GB.
How you doing, Big Stevie?
Hi, Stevie.
GB, you were one of my favourite pundits today. You went right down the hall. But I'm glad to hear the Bridge is back there. Number one, the legend's back. The Bridge man. Cheers, big man. I'll give you a ring in a week, during the week. Give you a ring. No problem.
You can work out who my text was for. No,
aye.
I'll tell you what GB wants to do. He wants to get an aeroplane out of, where is it? Where's your Matchday? The Black Hills of Dakota. Who's my man to America called again?
Denver
Bear, that's correct. He was running with Alfredo down. Should drop him. He's no interested. Then he comes into the European game. Bump, 2 goals. You know, listen, we all should know. We're on the boy down at Marine Perro. I agree. He has been slacking off a wee bit, but you can't leave him out that team. We're a different animal when he's not there. Trust me. So anyway, listen, lads, I've got to dash. Believe me when I say it.
Enjoy the ball game, big man.
I will do it, and I'll tell you something right now. By the way, that suite I'm in here, me and the boys in a suite here, and we're in Marseille, we've been talking to ex-players and all that, man. I've ran out of pen, I'm signing all sorts here, lads. They all know Rangers Radio. They're like, you big Stevie, Rangers Radio. I'm signing everything. Everything I'm signing. So I'll let you go, enjoy the ball game.
Cheers, mate. GB, right to reply before we go.
He better turn up today, that's all I'm saying. Let's say he's a good player and all that, but I just think sometimes he just see if it's not going for him, that's when he downs tools. And see, for me, I think there's midfielders that could do the job that he's doing, and then there's a striker on that bench today that is more clinical than him. That's all I say.
All right, okay. Very eloquently put. Andy, thanks for your call as always, mate.
No problem, mate. Enjoy the ball game and hope we get a good result, eh?
Enjoy the match. Big Al, always a pleasure, big man.
No problem.
Enjoy the game, mate, yeah?
I will do.
All right, catch you later. What about you, Bridge?
No, do you know what can I say, man? Fantastic show, by the way. Really funny. All you guys are quite comic, I must admit. Really good stuff. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, in particular Rangers fans on here, on Rangers Radio, just remember one thing. This is the biggest game of the season coming up. The biggest game of our season. We must win it. Everybody keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers need us. Keep it going.
All right, this has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle, where I might have to eat a bit of humble pie if all GB's right. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the ball game. Come on, the Rangers. Take it away, old school blue.
Who's that team they call